Right. I got 3 questions for you guys if you want to answer baseball-related questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I'll
This
stitch
could be
it
like
in.
bonus teams.
All right. First one, 7-inning games. What do you guys think?
What?
Did you hear that? They might do 7-inning
No.
games to try and get more games in.
They're gonna get a 7-inch wiener up their butt if they try to do that.
All right, I heard that.
Yeah,
that one this morning.
That is such a man shits move.
You do not fuck with the powers of 3. Okay, 3, 9, 27. Period. These are the baseball numbers. You make it 7, you suck my balls. That's what happens.
Suck his balls. Suck them. It's bullshit.
Double headers every Saturday and Sunday.
Love it.
Yes,
I like that too. I really like that.
Badass.
But I think that they might do the Saturday, which none of this is official. But if they do that on Saturday and Sunday, those games would have to be 7 innings. They're saying, and extended rosters to add another 1 or 2 pitchers.
I'm cool with extended rosters. I'm not cool with 7 innings. So
no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not cool with 7
double
innings.
headers. What is getting rid of 4 innings going to do? Suck my balls. Next.
Okay. And last
that's
one.
Bullshit. No.
Extend the season into November or early December and play the playoffs at a neutral site so that way there's a dome or warmer weather.
No.
I hated that because the whole point of winning the season is to get the home field advantage. So I really didn't like that one.
It doesn't work.
I say just do a shortened season, squeeze in as much as you can with the double headers, make them 9 innings, and just whatever you finish is what you finish by the time the playoffs roll around in October.
Yeah, I would rather have 60 games and a bunch of double headers than trying to play baseball in November and having a World Series in December. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. I just wanted to throw those out there because I heard them this morning and I said, these guys aren't going to like this.
No, I don't like them.
Yeah. Makes sense. In the big inning, there was baseball. Welcome, everybody. This is CJ. I'm here with my guy, Evan. Evan, who, of course, likes to slap his own butt on the weekends. How are we doing there, Evan?
Well, I didn't like that intro, but I'm doing great. This is 27 Down, the perfect podcast for the perfect game. We have another good show for you today, so stay tuned.
Yeah, so today is a bittersweet day. Today is opening day. So enjoy, everybody. Enjoy all the wonderful baseball you're about to not get.
No, and of course the weather is freaking perfect today. It's perfect baseball weather. We should all be at the stadium. I was considering going to Baltimore. Obviously,
really?
I didn't get that trip done. I'm glad I didn't, book anything, but I was definitely planning on going, and that would have been an awesome opening day to see, Garrett Cole get a perfect game in Baltimore and win 30-0.
I think 30-0 is low, only because Gleyber Torres would have probably gotten 30 runs batted in anyway. So
right.
I think everyone else would have gotten at least another 20. What's the biggest thing we're missing today other than our excitement of the game being back? What do you think we're missing?
I mean, sports in general, I'm so numb to the fact that we haven't had anything to look forward to or be excited about. And I've been saying this every day this week. This was one of the slowest weeks in my entire life. We got to Wednesday and I'm like, how is it not Friday right now?
Yeah. And it's still not Friday. It's unreal.
Right?
Nothing kills my buzz more than nothing kills my Friday more than realizing it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with me, man. I'm working from home and every day feels like it's the damn weekend. And then tomorrow it's not the weekend. And the day after that, it's not the weekend. It's horrible.
Yeah, and it's not like we're not working. We're still working. It's just it's difficult working from home. I don't love it,
Yeah.
I get distracted so easily.
I do have to say, working from home does give me a little more downtime. and it does give me some time to play MLB The Show 20.
There you go. I was gonna say I've been playing so many video games lately.
When they announced that they were pushing back the start of the season, I was like, I haven't bought an MLB game since 18. I might as well, because I'm not going to get my baseball from anywhere else.
Right.
It's pretty good. Got drafted by the Tigers, unfortunately.
That sucks.
I play on the hardest difficulty level, so like AA was still really easy, and I just got called up to the major leagues from AA. So that shows you how much of a dumpster fire the Tigers currently are.
Right.
My 62 overall was their best option.
Yeah.
Manager calls me in. I'm playing left field. Manager calls me in, and he's like, "Hey, we're calling you up." And my guy goes, "Okay, so where's the AAA affiliate located?" And he goes, "No, you're going to the major leagues."
Right. So, of all the teams that are going to be dreadful this year, if it started, do you think the Tigers would be the worst team in all of baseball, or is Baltimore still there?
I think. Oh man. Well, because in the American League, you've got the three teams that are really bad. You've got Baltimore, you've got Kansas City, you've got Detroit.
Yep.
I guess you can throw the Mariners in there. I'll be honest with you. I think the Mariners have a chance of being the worst if the season were to start on time.
Yeah.
If it started today. But between those four teams, oh man, I don't know. They're all so devoid of talent. It's so crazy how there's four teams in the American League that are that bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Tigers. Yeah, I would say the Tigers are the worst.
Yeah. Of those four, I would actually say Kansas City is probably the best, and that's a terrible thing to say.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree that Kansas City is the least shitty of those four teams. Which, wow, what
Right?
great praise that is.
I mean, they got Whit Merrifield and Hunter Dozier. Those are like the only two players I care about on that team.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, if you really think about it, let's see. So there's three teams that win divisions, two teams that are wild card teams. That means that there's 9 teams. No, wait. That means that that's 5 that I just counted. So that means there's 10 teams that are left over. Right. Out of those 10 teams, Kansas City is like in the middle. It's really depressing what has happened to baseball and how they're trying their damnedest to lose. It sucks that Kansas City, who's going to, well, I mean, not this year because the season's pushed back, but they had a chance of losing 105 plus. And they're not the worst team. They're not the second worst team. They're probably not even the third worst team in the American League.
Right. I think it was.
God damn it.
We'd likely have at least 4 teams that lose 100 games this season, and I think those would be the 4, right there.
Yeah. I mean, at least in the American League. What about National League? I don't know if there's really. I guess the Pirates kind of have a chance to.
They have some talent, but it's weird because you know how much I hate Chris Archer. I think he's one of the biggest bums in the.
Yeah.
He's so bad. That's their ace.
Something, man. I laugh really hard about that division because there's 2 teams that are actually trying really hard, and it's the Reds and it's the Pirates. They're actually fucking trying. The top 3 teams in that division last year were basically trying to give the division away. Nobody wanted to win that damn thing.
That is true.
Except for the Reds and the Pirates, who finished in 4th and 5th place.
I like the Reds, though. I think they made a bunch of really cool improvements, but it's one of those things where does it translate off the paper? I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope so.
You're right about that. Yeah, they have made some little smart moves here and there, but like, what's that going to do? Give them an extra 5 wins, so now they only lose 85 games instead of 90?
Right.
That they need more. They need some more substantive moves. They shouldn't go out and do a Padres and just get every big name they can think of. But
the Padres confuse me every year when they trade like 2 of their outfielders for more outfielders.
Yeah. Like, how does that work out? You
It's
traded
happened
2 outfielders and you got 3 outfielders. What the hell?
every year for the past like 2 or 3 years. They've done that.
Yeah, I don't get that either. How depressing.
One of the frustrating things too, especially for me, is there were a lot of players last year who came up in the middle of the season and killed it, like Aquino on the Reds. I can't pronounce his name correctly.
Yes.
And Yordan Alvarez in Houston.
Yeah.
They're not going to get a full season this year, and they would have. These were 2 guys that were going to come up, and we'd get to actually see them. Now we won't.
Well, Yordan Alvarez can suck my 3rd testicle.
I mean, he almost won me fantasy last year. That was a great pickup by me.
I'd say he could suck the 4th one, but, that's reserved for real winners.
Okay, what are we talking about now? Next topic.
Oh, was that too much of a reveal? Okay, so I guess in keeping spirit with baseball, I do want to talk a little more baseball than we did last episode, at least a little damn bit. How about since I'm teaching from home, I might as well teach from home a little more. So everyone, 3 letters. I got 3 letters for you. Okay, ISO. ISO stands for isolated power. Now, you look at a player's slugging percentage, right? What does the slugging percentage tell you, Evan?
I'm sorry, I toned out when you started teaching.
You're such a moron.
I'm just drinking my beer.
A little bit of education comes your damn way. A little education comes your way, and suddenly you get a rash up your asshole. Like, why can't you just learn a little bit?
This is your section. Hey, Joe, do you want to come in and talk to CJ? He wants to teach you some stuff.
Oh, God. No. If we're talking isolated power, we don't need Mets fans.
I'm here. I'm live from the stadium.
No, I need – stop it. You – God damn it. You're going to get everyone sick.
All right, bye.
Okay. God damn it. I got to do this with you. Why can't I have a goddamn co-host that actually wants to do this shit? You're going to fucking do this and you're going to like it. And if you don't, I know where you live. And I'm going to come over there and I'm going to piss on all of your furnitures and all of your shoes. And I'm going to make you wear the shoes. I'm going to pee in the shoes and poo in the shoes and make you wear them.
Jesus Christ, dude. I have 1 pair of shoes, damn it.
Well,
really? You go on?
Then perfect, because I don't have that. I don't have that much pee and poo, so I guess it's perfect that you only have 1 pair. All right, so like I was trying to say, what does slugging percentage tell you about a player? Evan Wetzel.
I don't care, dude.
All right, everyone. So slugging percentage. I wish I could share. Can I share my screen?
I don't want to teach anything.
I want to try something here. Can I do this? Okay, so
son of a
ignore all the physics on there. So what we've got, okay, so slugging percentage is equal to the number of singles. If you're listening on iTunes, I'm kind of sorry, but this is the best way I can do this. It's the number of singles. Oh, shut up.
Boo.
It's the number of singles plus double the number of doubles plus triple the number of triples plus, nice and easy, 4 times the number of home runs. It's basically how many bases you get for each hit divided by your at-bats. Okay, so it's just a way of knowing how many bases you get per at-bat. So a guy who hits a lot of doubles is going to have a higher slugging percentage than a guy who hits a lot of singles. And a guy who hits a lot of triples, well, same thing. A guy who hits a lot of home runs, high slugging percentage. But I'll stop sharing my screen. But now, Evan, tell me this. What are your thoughts on this? When it comes to – shut up. When it comes to – I haven't yet given you the permission to talk. So when it comes to, let's say, a really, really fast guy, gets a lot of triples. Does that mean he has a lot of power? No, right? He doesn't have a lot of power.
No, not really.
So if you really want to measure how much power someone has, it's really simple. You take their slugging percentage, you subtract their batting average, and that's how you find their isolated power. Slugging percentage minus batting average. So what does it tell you? Okay, so if there's a guy who's batting 300, his slugging percentage is going to be high already because he has a high batting average, and maybe he'll have a higher slugging percentage than someone who doesn't hit well but gets a lot of doubles, hits a lot of home runs. So you subtract the batting average away so you can know how many doubles, triples, and home runs they're hitting. So here's an example, okay? Someone like Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez hits a shit ton of home runs. The guy's got decent pop. He has no batting average. The guy's going to hit like 215, 230 at most.
Yeah.
So his slugging percentage isn't going to look as impressive as someone who hits 300 and maybe hits a couple of doubles here and there. So if you subtract away their batting averages, you get an idea of what their power is like. I wish I had actual examples to give you.
So would DJ LeMahieu be someone with a good slugging then?
Well, he would be someone with at least last season, he hit a decent number of extra base hits. So he would have a fairly decent slugging percentage. But he also had a really high batting average. So if you subtract the batting average from the slugging to get his isolated power, it's probably not going to be that high.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'll just take a look now. So DJ LeMahieu, Fangraphs. I like to go to Fangraphs. I feel like it's a little easier to navigate.
Fangraphs is the best one for that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So DJ LeMahieu last season, once it loads. Yeah, so last season for the Yankees, he had a slugging percentage of .518. All right, so that's pretty solid. That's a pretty solid slugging percentage. But then you remember the fact that he hit .327. So .518 minus .327 gives him an ISO of 191. An ISO of 191 is pretty damn good. That gives you an idea of how good their power is. But how about someone like Gary Sanchez? So let's see what Gary Sanchez did last year. And I know he missed a lot of time, but that's okay.
If he hits 250, I consider that a win.
So Gary Sanchez last year hit 232. So low batting average, but his slugging percentage was .511. .511 minus 232 is 293. He had an ISO not almost, but over 100 points higher than DJ LeMahieu did.
Right.
Why is that? Well, because he hit 34 home runs, and not only did he do that, he also hit 12 doubles. And he even had a triple in there. What the hell? Gary Sanchez hit a triple last year?
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
That's news to me. But anyway, you see the point? So Gary Sanchez has a lower slugging percentage than DJ LeMahieu does, but that doesn't mean DJ LeMahieu is the better power guy. It just means that DJ LeMahieu had the better batting average, which made his slugging look higher than it actually was.
Right. So then Judge's isolated power in his rookie season was probably pretty good then because he hit 52 with the 284 average.
Well, I'll tell you right now. So, yeah, Aaron Judge had not only a crap ton of power, but he also had a really good batting average. So his slugging percentage that year was .540, which is somewhat – no, I'm sorry. It was .627.
Yeah, I thought it was higher, yeah.
That's insane because he hit 284 his rookie year, but he also hit those 52 home runs to go along with 24 doubles and 3 triples. So his ISO in his rookie year was 343.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought it was high.
So here's the thing. An ISO of about 300 is considered to be godly. Like you have incredible power.
Right.
So Gary Sanchez is just south of that. One that always makes me laugh is Ken Griffey Jr. in 1994.
Right.
So In 1994, mind you, this was the strike-shortened season. So the guy still hit 40 home runs in the strike-shortened season.
Wow.
Good for a 351 ISO. So 674 slugging percentage. So there you go.
So you said anything above a 3 is godly. So
Yeah.
that means Judge was the MVP in his rookie season.
Yeah, I mean, don't you call me a homer because I don't play that. I am not a homer when a Yankee. I mean, I was the one who said, "Hey, yeah, Shohei Ohtani, he deserved Rookie of the Year." You remember me saying that, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not the kind of guy who says always give it to the Yankees. Give me a break. Jose Altuve deserved it more than Judge did. No way.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Judge was the better player that
year.
Yeah. Class dismissed, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to talk about the thing that you wanted to talk about?
What, the movie list?
Yeah, let's do it.
Or do you want to talk about man shits a little?
Oh, talk man shits. Talk man shits first. Talk man shits. Go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure he pays attention to everything I say and do, and definitely read my article because I posted an article about how he wasn't reporting on the Red Sox in an efficient time. And then today he comes out and says that the report is done and he's going to give it to us publicly right before the season starts. Well, we don't know when the season starts, so it's going to take a really long time. So what, this time next year, you fucking piece of shit? I hate man shit so much, dude. I really do. He's so freaking stupid.
Oh, my God.
So one thing that he's going to do is put all his effort into trying to save this season because it's going to make him look good. I'm still going to give him the hardest time in the world. He's not saving face with me. So what do you think about what he's trying to do to save the game? Like, did you read any of the articles about it?
Well, I've been, working, but why don't you give us a gist?
Yeah, he basically said, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we get baseball back and blah, 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 blah. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to do anything. And if it does come back in time, it's not just because of what he's doing. I think it's ridiculous that we've had dead time here and he hasn't fixed a lot of the issues that baseball had even before coronavirus.
Yeah.
This is dead time where they're not allowed to have public meetings and do all this stuff. But he can still be doing work behind the scenes and give us answers on some of the issues that we've been, questioning him on for over a year now. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so I have a theory, and I think this theory of mine is so sound. This theory makes so much sense that I'm going to get the Nobel Prize for it.
That would be cool.
Ready?
Yeah, let's hear it. Yep.
Rob Manfred wanted the whole Astros cheating scandal to go away. So he unleashed coronavirus. He unleashed coronavirus onto the world. He knew that it was going to spread so fast that it was going to shut down sports. And it was going to make all of this go away. And it was going to give him time to stall on the Red Sox. So, God damn it. And you know what? He started it in China. Why did he start it in China? It's the perfect excuse. Oh, man. What? They're all out there eating wild bats and pangolins and all these animals that are wild animals. Of course it started there. Yeah, right, sheeple. Why don't you wake up? All right, why don't you wake up and see what's actually happening in front of you? Rob Manfred, I know it was you. And when I find out that it was you, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you with my hands.
Dude, Jesus Christ. We're going to get sued for this.
No, we're not. We're not going to get sued.
Manfred is going to shut down 27 Down because of you.
Look, this is just my theory, okay? I'm not saying that he did it. I'm just saying I think he did it. Okay, this is my theory. Okay, he can only sue us. Okay, ready? He can only sue us if I say he did it. But my theory is that he did it, and I'm going to investigate it.
Okay, let's talk about movies.
Let's do it. Let's get away from the harbinger of disease, Rob Manfred.
So did you want to do top 10 or top 5? I know I said top 5, so.
Let's do top 5. I have 3 honorable mentions. So if you want to take your 8, 7, 6 and make those your honorable mentions, then go for it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So why don't we give everyone a little context? What is this? What are we talking about?
We just posted top 5 greatest action movies of all time. I know we had an argument the other day that you think Terminator 2 is the superior film, and I think Terminator 1 is the superior film. I imagine both of us are probably going to have one or both of those on our list, but we shall see.
Sure, and I'm curious as to, including our honorable mentions, how much crossover we're going to have other than that.
Right.
All right, so you first.
My number 5 is Rambo.
Okay.
My number 4 is T2.
Interesting. Okay.
My number 3 is Predator. My number 2 is The Terminator, the first one. And the greatest Christmas movie of all time, Die Hard.
All right, what about your honorable mentions?
Honorable mention, I had The Rock as 6, Commando as 7, and Con Air as 8.
Cool. Awesome. That means you got 2 damn Nick Cage movies on that list. What a time to be alive. Nicolas Cage wound up somehow on a top 8 list twice. All right, so I'm actually going to start off with my honorable mentions. I actually don't know if 2 of these count, because one of them... Okay, so here. Die Hard is an honorable mention for me. So that one obviously counts. That's an action movie through and through. Another honorable mention. Matrix. Is the Matrix an action movie? Yeah, right? It's sci-fi.
Yes.
Pretty sci-fi-ish, but it's an action movie.
Yeah. I would consider it just like you could probably consider Raiders of the Lost Ark an action movie, although some would put it in the adventure category.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I was thinking about Raiders of the Lost Ark too.
Yeah, me too.
My other honorable mention, and I don't know if this one counts either. How about Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Because it's action packed. You're not going to tell me it's not.
It has some of the best action scenes.
So, I'm going to count it. I can understand if someone wants to separate kung fu movies from action movies, but I'm going to count it.
Okay. I almost put Kill Bill on my list. So if that's the case, I think you can count Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I love that movie.
Okay, so now I'll start with my number 5. I have Alien.
Okay.
Number 4, The Road Warrior.
Okay.
Number 3 is Terminator, the first one.
Okay.
Number 2 is Predator. And my number 1 is T2.
Okay, so Arnold's your top 3.
Arnold's my top 3, yeah. He's the best action star ever. Yeah,
I was making a list, and I noticed that 4 of my top 5 were all Arnold, and I was like, I really can't do that. But yeah, you could. That's fine. That's fine. I agree with most of that list.
I love Road Warrior, man. I just watched it again the other day, and just the Mad Max series in general just never gets old.
I like all the Mad Max films, to be honest.
The most recent one was really good.
Yeah,
and Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy.
Right. Have you seen it in black and white though?
The newest one?
Yeah, they sold. So I bought a DVD. It was called the Chrome Edition, and they have it in black and white director's cut edition, and it is so badass in black and white.
Interesting.
That's something. It's a different movie, dude. It feels so different.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the villain from Fury Road, the most recent one, is the same villain as the first Mad Max movie. Same actor, not the same character.
I know what you meant.
I'm pretty sure it's the same actor.
Yeah, I need to look into that maybe.
It's the same director for all the movies. The newest one was directed by the same guy, so it's not a surprise that it was really, really good.
Yeah, no, that's a really good. I have all the Mad Max movies.
Yeah, I all of those, yeah, pretty much every single movie. Oh man, I remember the first time I watched Con Air. I was like, why is everything just exploding? Why are there so many explosions? This is an airplane. How are so many things exploding? And I don't even care that it's dumb. I don't even care that it's dumb at all. But It's dumb. It's really, really dumb. Oh, another good one. This also is an honorable mention of mine,
Yeah.
and I also don't know if it really, really counts. Roadhouse.
Yes, it counts.
Okay, then Roadhouse is an honorable mention as well. That's another
Roadhouse is in my
stupid
top
movie, but-
15.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
Got it.
Love
Now-
Roadhouse.
Now, does Highlander count? No, right? I mean, it's got a few action scenes here and there, but it's more like a fantasy movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's got some pretty cool sword fights, but I don't know if I would count that as an action movie.
Nah.
If it was, it would be an honorable mention as well. Yeah. Are we done? I think that's all we got.
Yeah, we're done. This was a good episode. So starting next week, we are going to start introducing the staff from Grunt Talks. So we will have, I think, Justin on Tuesday, and I'm not sure who on Thursday, but we will let you guys know.
Cool.
This is 27 Down, the perfect podcast for the perfect game. Take care, guys.